People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment. And the first thing that is popping in the news, we saw that Vybz Kartel previewed a spanking new song, and people may talk about out of this world. We are speaking about a song that is literally out of this world. We are speaking about he is a lyrical assassin. Him have a alien brain for true. So anyways, people, take a listen to the sneak peek. We are talking about the preview, and then I'll give my piece.
In another universe, 4-dimension method, 4-dimension tesseract, metamorphic metaphors, cartel, force, tympanic membrane, the symphonies maintain the dopamine, the serotonin, activate endorphin, make you feel the girl them love cartel, and always I endorse him, all the kill them rate me, they think tough like the signal name.
Now, people, when you listen to lyrics like those, we are speaking about out of this world, we are talking about in the stratosphere, we are speaking about in our next universe, we are talking about, him a talk about science, him a talk about the brain, him a talk about the ears. And people like them say, when music hits, you feel no pain. And people, we are talking about the membrane in your ears. However, you understand how the thing go. This is just a preview, and you understand as it pertains to these Jamaican dancehall bloggers. They are a set of crooks. We are talking about some 2-foot posts. So people, we are going to hold the rest of the song for the actual song, the release of the song. Now, people, when we listen to Vybz Kartel as a lyricist, we see that he is on a next level plateau. We are speaking about there is no competition. We are talking about to make the other artists them sound like them a special ed. And when I say special ed, may I talk about him a run in the Olympics. We are talking about like Usain Bolt, and they are in Special Olympics. We are talking about they are total RETARDS. Now, when we talk about Vybz Kartel and the things that he does, we are speaking about on social media, because the other day we saw that he had the whole of social media in a frenzy. He was buzzing. He was a topic of conversation. And I am speaking about as it pertains to the live chat that he actually did. As it pertains to super producer, may I talk about Russian. Now, people, Vybz Kartel said it himself in several interviews. Whatever he does, it is thought out. It is thoroughly thought out. So therefore, he is letting you know that everything that he does, it is not by chance. It is orchestrated, well orchestrated. That means that it planned out. So therefore, he already weighed the pros and the cons. He knows that he is going to get a little backlash. However, he made sure that whatever was done, it was not done. Therefore, he could be proven guilty. Because, people, the truth and the facts that he did not show his face. However, we saw that a lot of bloggers were saying that, boy, Vybz Kartel go low rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. And people, we understand as it pertains to this blogger thing, and we are speaking about these Jamaican dancehall bloggers. A lot of them are biased. A lot of them are on the payroll of the little other artists. We are talking about the little blind boy. We are talking about the 3 blind mice. And therefore, they are always going to say things that kind of make Vybz Kartel look bad. Because them are claims that Vybz Kartel go low because he was singing a girl song to Russian, Rete and Lele. Now, people, when you talk about things, you have to put everything in context, because Russian was playing a segment for the girl, and we are talking about the ladies section. And basically, when Vybz Kartel came in, he basically continued on that same part. So therefore, he was singing for the ladies. However, these lame brain, we are talking about these slow pro, we are talking about them full blogger, they always take things out of context. So they are going to say that Vybz Kartel went low. Because obviously they were not on the live, and even if they were on the live, they're always going to take things out of context, because basically them have to appease. We are talking about them boss, we are talking about Alkaline. Because the truth and the facts that anybody that was on that live, we are speaking about all 3,000 persons, or sometimes it fluctuated to over 2,800, 2,900. Rete, Lele, Blue, blah, bling. They knew that that voice, we are speaking about that person that allegedly sound like Vybz Kartel, was only singing for the ladies, point blank and period. So people, the moral of the story is this, like Vybz Kartel said, everything that he does is well orchestrated. He does not do anything by chance. So in other words, he is always going to take his chances because he knows that when he weighs the pros and the cons, if he's even going to get any sort of backlash from the Department of Correction, he is going to gain more because he knows him have a big song for drop or preview. And people, this is the reason for everything that you saw. This is why he did what he did, because he is a mastermind. He is a master manipulator, point blank and period. Now people, as it pertains to the state of dancehall, it is obvious that the dancehall space needs Vybz Kartel. It is obvious that Vybz Kartel is basically holding up dancehall right now. I mean, I'm talking about the legendary artists like a Buju Banton, Rete, Lele, Blue, Blah, Bling. I talk about hardcore dancehall because people, the truth and the facts that as it pertains to the six, them kind of flatline right now. And people don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that they are not doing any sort of good song, but just as say it basically gone flat, it gone back to normal. So therefore there is no big horse. We are talking about nobody that is actually holding up dancehall except for Vybz Kartel. And even though we see that other artists, including Alkaline, are dropping songs and we are speaking about decent song, right now, people, the state of dancehall, it basically DEAD. It coming like the big C. We are talking about the COVID, and you know the number. Because it showed and the facts that the place dead, it coming like ghost town. The same thing applies for the dancehall space. So when you see the top artists in the dancehall Iraq, we are talking about Vybz Kartel come and drop a preview. And people, you see the preview at than any song that is out there. We are speaking about for the past 3 or 4 months. And people, you see that everything that he does, we are talking about on social media. We are talking about the controversy and the drama as it pertains to the Instagram live, which including Russian. People, you see that his social media things are even hotter than these artist songs out here. So people, the moral of the story is that what are these artists doing? They are only creating controversy and drama. And people, that is it, because the music is not speaking for itself. The music is not carrying any sort of weight. We are talking about some dead weight. We are talking about it light like cock, point blank and period. And next thing that I realize is that whenever Vybz Kartel does anything as it pertains to any sort of thing that is negative, that gives him some sort of backlash, we realize that certain set of bloggers, we are talking about the big head one and the little liard one from Florida, them always run out fast. However, whenever him drop any big time preview, them basically lay in at the cut. Them not have nothing to say. It is as if they went mute. And we also see some other blogger, we are talking about the little full one that is always acting like him bright, but everybody with any kind of common sense knows same is a done said. And like them say, hindsight is 2020. So therefore, whenever Vybz Kartel drop a song, you always have a little full blogger. Him always a go on like him bright. And people, if you really check the statistic, him bright because him go read everything in the dictionary and find out what it mean, and then come on and flare up on social media like him bright. But people, we know different. We know who is who and which part is where. So people, you understand as it pertains to common sense and blogging, there is only one blogger with the real stuff. And people, we are talking about yours truly. And people, remember, there are some bloggers that don't have any subject. There are some bloggers that never went to school. We are talking about some bloggers that are some DAMN full. And then you have a blogger that have 9 subjects that attended Jamaica College and also went to an Ivy League school and also was in the street. So people, the moral of the story is that when you talk about the deadly combination, and people, you see the views, you hear my point of view, you see what I talk about. Me done already put the big fish them to shame, and now people, I am coming back for the dancehall space. So tell your mother, tell a friend, tell everybody that the man is back, point blank and period. So people, the moral of the story is this. At the end of the day, Vybz Kartel is a top of the line of dancehall, and any and everything goes through Vybz Kartel. There is no comparison. However, we see that we have some people with some hidden agenda. We are talking about some motive, and they are trying to defame Vybz Kartel in every which way that they can. However, them sister them can't go around the thing. Them sister Vybz Kartel is a top of the top in all criteria. Everything as it pertains to dancehall. We are talking about lyrics, we are talking about rhythm, we are talking about delivery, we are talking about wittiness, we are talking about smart. He is very witty, he is very manipulative on people. Even when he does not need to cloud chase, he always does, or it always seems like he is, because he knows how to remain relevant. So he knows what moves and ticks the people off. He knows what send the people in a frenzy. So therefore, he is always going to do whatever it takes to make sure that he is on top of his game, whether he is outside or inside the big yard. Because the truth and the facts that we've seen that of lately, all of the nonsensical comparison to Vybz Kartel and other artists, it has stopped. So in other words, anybody that you see call himself a blogger and try to compare Vybz Kartel to any other artist, you know so that blogger is basically an idiot. You know that he is a dunce. You know that he is just going by his agenda to basically bring down Vybz Kartel. But the truth and the fact that it is an exercise in futility. It is going to take a miracle to stop Vybz Kartel, whether he is inside or outside, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.